Take that!
Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed 2 tricks at the same time. However, that fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs her tricks. How Orla performs her tricks? What are you going on about? Orla can't perform 2 tricks at once. She performs 1 trick per whistle signal. That's how she's been trained. In other words, it'd be just like with a dog. If you tell him to both sit and shake, he won't do them at the same time. Am I understanding correctly? Yes, that's the idea, Your Honour. I wonder if the judge is a dog. What a farce! Are you saying the witness somehow managed to produce an impossible scenario? If the creature's own trainer couldn't do it, how could I? Yes, it's a mystery, isn't it? Boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully. The defence is claiming Marlon Rice manipulated the Orca, but if you can't explain fully how this was done, your argument doesn't hold water. Can't like the pool. That rhymes drain. If you can't straighten out your own theory, would you like me to straighten you out? No thank you. Can't you tell I'm clearly straight enough? So Orla can't do 2 tricks at a time, but Mr. Plume saw her do that. This logical inconsistency means there's a flaw somewhere. Was Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Orla can't do 2 tricks at a time? But Mr. Plume's no reason to lie about such a thing. It really is impossible for Orla to perform 2 tricks at once. Then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked? Faked? Yes, maybe Orla only performed 1 of the tricks. The singing trick was the sound from the phone video. But it was made to look like she performed 2.
Silence!
Maybe. How do you expect us to conduct a sword battle with conjecture? Sounds like I better present some evidence here, and fast. Although I'm concerned about your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, allow me to ask you, which of the 2 was faked? The lifesaver trick or the singing trick? The defence wishes to argue the singing trick was faked. And on what grounds do you base your assertion the singing trick was faked?
Take that!
And that proves the singing trick was faked? No, Your Honour, this piece of evidence will not prove that. In other words, this piece of evidence is a fake out. And if the evidence is a fake out, the singing trick was a fake out as well. What the fuck? Boss, I don't think that makes any sense. Momentum's key at times like this. I can hear every word you're saying, Mr. Wright. I'm still confident it's the singing trick that was faked. Wasn't somebody looking at something and saying the songs were different? I ask you once again, Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you base your assertion the singing trick was faked?
Take that!
There we go. This is a recording of a recent swashbuckling spectacular. In this recording, Orla sings the same song she sang for Ms. Fay earlier. And Mr. Plume said the song's different from the one that was sung a year ago. The song is different? Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago sent to this cell phone. Yes, it's only quite different from the song Ola sang for Miss Fay earlier. And yet, it's the same video Miss Fay used to issue the command Ola to sing. By having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded in the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Ola was singing the song from a year ago. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this.
Silence!
But Mr. Plume said she heard the orca singing right in front of her. How do you claim he made her think that? How was the song recording played? I had to explain that too, of course. What? The answer lies somewhere in the orca pool visitors corridor. Marlon Rhymes played the song recording using this.
Take that!
Mr. Plume heard the song while she was in the orca pool visitor corridor. There's a speaker in the corridor so visitors can hear the orca sounds. You claim the song was played from the speaker? How? Here's how Lawrence played the song over the speaker in the visitor corridor.
Take that!
Fucking hell. Oh, wait.
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes could broadcast the song in the video to the speaker by using a walkie-talkie. He'd get Ola to do a trick by letting her hear Miss Summer's whistle again to signal 2. He played the singing through the speaker and made Ola do the lifesaver trick. All of this was the doing of the true culprit Marlon Rhymes. This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes? You did it! Now we can save both Sasha and Ola. Just leave it to Captain Wright's swashbuckling lawyers to win any case. I don't remember agreeing to that name. So it actually was possible for Mr. Rhymes to manipulate the orca. I'm stunned! I still need to hear more from this witness. Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the court the truth. So I used a walkie-talkie, did you say? Oh, sorry, but you're dead wrong, me bucko. It'd be impossible, says I. What do you mean, impossible? I shall see you little shanty dissing your scurvy fury. Hark ye well now. Yo, walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lois freestyle got no appeal. Broke before the loom on the scene. Broke before... A chick goofed during cleaning time, says I. Bill shucking lawyer or something. This goes too fucking fast for me. Here we go again with the flip-flop music. Broken. Of all the flimsy excuses. Bill sucking. That was uncalled for. You probably broke it on purpose after the fact. That'd be untrue, little lassie, although I can't prove it really was. Lucky be it for me, your lawyers are the ones who have the proving to do. After everything we uncovered, he still won't admit it. Someone have to prove that he still could have done it. Right, let's have a look at this properly before we start pressing. Walkie-talkie we broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's freestyle got no appeal. So the walkie-talkie was broken. Broke before the plume on the scene. Broke before White could ever dream. Broke before the plume got there. Legit goof during cleaning time, eh? But Bill's second lawyer spitting lies. He messed up during cleaning time. The orca don't listen to me, Kay. To kill the cat, yo, you so cray cray. So the orca doesn't listen to him.
Hold it!
Mr. Rhymes, are you sure it was your walkie-talkie that was broken? Of course I'd be sure, though it don't have my name written on it or anything. You can't prove it not be me walkie-talkie now, can you? I'll never save Sasha this way. I have to figure out how we got to command to Waller. If Rhymes couldn't get to command to the orca, your theory crumbles. Everything you've done will go up in smoke. I may not be on the prosecution's side neither, mind you. The defendant is innocent, says I. But either way, the walkie-talkie was broken and that be the truth.
Hold it!
You have some way of proving that
Silence.
statement. The burden of proof is on you. If you can't do that, we end the cross-examination right now. Ahoy, yo, 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 ho, ho. Proof it broke, bro, you a joke. Language in a second, you gon' choke. Right when I press on every word, nope, judge gon' judge undeterred. You go in front and bring the pain, or stop and walk away in shame. Oh, he makes me so mad. We've got to come up with our own freestyle, boss. Let's get him back with evidence instead, shall we? No singing. Witness, please continue your testimony about the walkie-talkie.
Hold it!
You made a big blunder. What happened? After I helped Sasha with her clear, I dropped it by accident and broke it. You wish to see it? I still have it with me. It does indeed appear to be broken. Does it? With the walkie-talkie broken, there's no way I could have done what you said. I couldn't have given the orca any commands. Oh, your walkie-talkie broke? Isn't that just so convenient? Mr. Rhymes, I think you broke it on purpose. Miss Lawyer, none of your false accusations, if you please. I broke it on purpose. What be your proof? I don't have any proof. His walkie-talkie was broken, it throws a monkey wrench in my theory. When he let Pearls borrow his cell phone so casually yesterday, he must have already been confident I wouldn't be able to prove anything. Aha! You never get me to agree that Poxtor could be innocent. If something not be done about her, she'll get Sasha one day too. The orca killed the captain, it weren't me. You intend to continue to claim the defendant is innocent, do you? But I won't stand for that. Now then, Right Dono, what's your next move? Your Honour, I'd like to examine the walkie-talkie if you don't mind. Certainly! Here you are! Let's see if there's any way to tell when this walkie-talkie was broken. If he gave all that command, then it couldn't have been broken at the time. darn, it is broken. Doesn't even seem to work. Wonder what would happen if I thump it. Hey, it's on old TV, you know. Please don't break it further. Let's keep looking. A walkie-talkie shaped like a sword. Pretty clever, but I don't see anything odd. Well, a sword walkie-talkie in and of itself is pretty odd, I guess. Let's keep checking it out. Bite marks, huh? Look at these! Jesus! Sorry about that. Huh, look at these, they look like tooth marks. Hey, you're right, a bite this big, I wonder if it was Aura. Wait, a walkie-talkie with tooth marks? Didn't we hear a story like that just yesterday? Rhyme said the walkie-talkie was his, but could it be? Not odd about it, don't you agree? Time to give up, Mr. Lawyer. Forget the walker, just save Sasha, says I. I can't do that. Now I'm finally a lawyer again. How could I hold my head up if I made my client so miserable? Stubborn one you be.
Hold it!
There could have been some other way besides the walkie-talkie to issue the command.
Silence!
Yes, the Orca could have received a signal from the defendant's whistle. Is this the point you're trying to concede?
Objection!
That's not what I'm saying. Some other way besides the whistle. Right lawyer, black-eyed samurai. Time for a freestyle drive-by. Sasha's legit, that's the truth. Orca is guilty, you gotta admit. And if the glove fits, you must acquit. I tell you, it be all the Orca's doing. If you don't belay all this bilge, I shall dish you with some rap. I believe you've already been doing that. You tried pressing, but didn't change anything. Oh, I don't know about that. His status may not have changed, but the meaning of one of them may have. Really? You caught something? And that one statement might just be the breakthrough we need. Kind of stuck here. Give me a sec.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was your walkie-talkie? You could have stolen a broken walkie-talkie from someone else. If you'd be accusing me of thievery, let me see your proof. Alright. This evidence tells me who you stole the walkie-talkie from. According to the defendant's statement, Mr. Shipley talked to her on his walkie-talkie before his death. However, no walkie-talkie was found near the victim's body. Methinks the police didn't look hard enough. Besides, the captain's walkie-talkie wasn't broken. Be that not right? His walkie-talkie's naught to do with mine. I'm not so sure that's true. The victim fell to his death. It's quite possible the walkie-talkie broke with the fall. You stole the walkie-talkie after the victim's death, didn't you, Mr. Rhymes?
Silence!
I will not allow such leading questions, right, Dono? If you claim the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim, show me your evidence. Certainly, I plan on doing just that. Please look at these tooth marks here on the walkie-talkie. Tooth marks? Yes, I see them. The victim's walkie-talkie was a keepsake that used to belong to Azra Summers, who died a year ago. These tooth marks were left by Orla when she carried Miss Summers to them in her mouth. If this is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie, Mr. Ryan's walkie-talkie is still unaccounted for. Which means he could have used it to command the Orca after all. And that's not all, Your Honour. The only one who could have taken the victim's walkie-talkie is the culprit himself. The fact Marlon Rhymes had the victim's walkie-talkie is proof he murdered Jack Shipley. Seek me. Arrgh. Not so fast, Mr. Lawyer. What, he still won't admit it? This walkie-talkie be mine, says I. How do you explain the tooth marks on it? I've had many a run-in with the Orca myself. Arrgh. She bit me more than once, and me walkie-talkie too. Evidence of our fights are carved here on me body. My goodness, I can clearly see the tooth scars in your skin. What? Are those really scars from being bitten by Orla? Yo, ho, ho, you want answers? I got some, matey. Your scars from Orla, that's right. Damn girl can put up a nasty fight. That Orca bit me, left me scarred. I had a rep to protect, so I went in hard. So, Mr. Lawyer, I win just being frank. Orla, ha, you get the plank. I can't let him run the show. I have to find a way to prove the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim. And you can forget about fingerprints. I always keep my walkie-talkie clean and polished. He had everything worked out before he even took the stand. But I won't give up. There has to be a way. Mr. Wright, I found something interesting. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. Notice anything funny about them? Funny? Funny how? Something's different about them compared to other tooth marks we've seen. The only other ones I remember are on the practice dummy. It's just a tiny difference. It might not even mean anything. Right now, we need to consider every possibility we can, no matter how small. If I can figure out what's different about the bite marks, maybe I can somehow prove Rye's walkie-talkie actually belonged to the victim. Think, Phoenix. You can turn everything around right here and right now. Time to review the facts we have so far. With the intent of killing Orla, Rice drained the show stage pool. Rice failed to kill Orla and instead tried to pin Shipley's murder on Orla. In order to manipulate Orla, Rice must have used a cell phone and a walkie-talkie. But the walkie-talkie Ryan says is broken. I think it's the victim's walkie-talkie, and the one he kept as a memento of Azra Summers. I have to find a way to prove that this indeed is the victim's walkie-talkie. Which piece of evidence left on the walkie-talkie could prove it belongs to the victim? Tooth marks. We have two pieces of evidence for the tooth marks, the walkie-talkie and the dummy. What's striking about these two pieces of evidence? The tooth marks are different. When I look closely, there's two different bite patterns. Two variations, huh? Wasn't there a trick of Orla's that had two different variations as well? A year ago, the Orca's song and teeth marks were different from what they were now. What could have been the cause of these two inconsistencies? What's the mark behind the face that the Orca's tooth marks and song were different a year ago? There are two different Orcas. I'm starting to think there were two Orcas. One a year ago and Orla now. If the Orca a year ago wasn't Orla, it means the bite marks on the walkie-talkie isn't Orla's like Rhymes said it was. I can now fully prove the walkie-talkie belongs to the victim. Did I miss something there? Nope. Good. Mr. Wright, you appear to be lost in thought. Is everything alright? I just realised something astonishing, Your Honour. Your face is what's astonishing, right, Dono? Your rudeness is astonishing, Prosecutor Blackquill. And what's this astonishing thing you've realised? Until just now, I thought the Orca at Shipshape Aquarium a year ago and Orla were the same Orca. However, two inconsistencies led me to a new fact. And that fact is, there might be two Orla Shipleys. What? Two different Orcas? That's impossible. Order! Order in the court! Explain yourself. What's the basis for this preposterous claim? The Orca show song a year ago and the one now are different. I believe it's because the Orca a year ago that was a different Orca. Two different Orcas, two different songs. It explains the show song contradiction. What be this Bilgewater talk? I don't understand. I'm talking about the truth. Truth that will finally catch you out in your lies. You claim the tooth marks of the walkie-talkie were Orla's, but that's not true. The two different bite mark patterns on the walkie-talkie and the dummy prove this. What? Two different partners, you say?
Silence.
While I can see there's a possibility that two different Orcas exist, bite mark patterns alone are not proof enough. I want more conclusive evidence. Really? Bite mark patterns aren't good enough for you? They're pretty fucking distinct. Alright, I'll show you the conclusive evidence then. So he wants me to see evidence other than the bite mark patterns, does he? The Orca a year ago and Orla of different songs and different teeth. I don't have two videos on hand that we used to accept Don't I have two videos on hand that can be used to compare these differences? I will now submit two videos with which different songs and teeth can be compared.
Take that!
And here is the other.
Take that!
Please compare the two videos from 1 year ago and one recent. As discussed, the two orcas are singing two different songs. Please also pay special attention to the appearance of the two orcas' teeth. How exactly do you claim their teeth are different? Let's look for the shots in the two windows where the orca's teeth are shown. This is Orla in the recent video of the Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show. As you can see, she has all of her teeth. What a healthy smile she has. I'm a bit envious. Next, let's take a look above the TV phone video from a year ago. Just as I thought, the teeth are different. Oh, I believe the smile is a little different from the one we saw a moment ago. If the teeth are different, then yes, but if the teeth aren't different, yes, if the teeth are different, they of course see different bite mark patterns. On the practice dummy, you can see Orla's uniform pattern with all teeth intact. And on the walkie-talkie, you can see one tooth is missing from the pattern. I see it! Just like the smile of the orca in last year's video. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were not made by the orca we know as Orla. They were made a year ago by a different orca. Two different orcas? I can't believe it. The statement the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were from Orla was a lie. The truth is, this walkie-talkie was stolen from the victim, Jack Shipley. And the only person who could have stolen it is the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. No, you got it all wrong. It'd be all the fault of that orca. God, I'm getting seasick too. You got it all wrong. It'd be the orca's fault. This can't be. Arrgh. What a fitting visual. Once again, I'm too weak to help anybody. Well, it would appear we should hear more from the defendant about Aura Shipley. Sasha Buckler? Yes, Captain Judge? Is what Mr. Wright claims true? Are there two different orcas? The secret that Shipshape Aquarium was hiding was about Orla, wasn't it? Dr. Crab told me to focus on the orca's song. He hinted it would be a clue. Phoenix is right. The one we call Orla is the second Aura Shipley. There actually used to be two orcas at Shipshape Aquarium. I used to call the first Aura Shipley just Aura for short. Orla and Orla are sisters. The captain rescued them both when they got beached on the shore. Orla was in bad shape and the ship's doctor had to look after her a long time. Both orcas loved the captain, so we decided to keep him at Shipshape Aquarium. Why didn't you say anything about there being two orcas? Well, because after the accident a year ago, Orla was put down. What? Orla's dead? Yeah, the Centre for Dangerous Animal Control demanded it. Apparently the captain and ship's doctor begged them. We put the first one down, leave the second alone, they said. Anyway, after the accident a year ago, the captain told us he was going to put Orla in the pirate show as Aura Shipley. He asked us to keep quiet about Aura's death till the time was right. What a surprising and complex tale. Do all Shipshape Aquarium employees know this? No, just a select few of us. Mr. Rhymes, did you know? Of course not. How would I? Tell me, Mr. Rhymes, did you plan on killing Orla from the start? Yeah. I plan to do it during the cleaning, so I drained the pool. I figured if I didn't do something about the beast, Sasha's life would be in danger. Sasha trusted the orca as much as Azura did. I wanted to protect her. I couldn't help Azura, so I felt like protecting Sasha was the least I could do. Me duty. I built up my strength ready to kill the orca, even fought with sharks. But the captain realized my plan and tried to save the orca. And that's why you killed Jack Shipley. Now the report from the crime lab finally makes sense. Report from the crime lab? In court yesterday, you recall I showed a photo of the victim laid on his back? According to the lab, the bruise on the victim's right wrist was Rhymes' handprint. His handprint? I don't know how it fits in with the case until I heard Rhymes' story just now. But now we can imagine the reason for it being there. Rhymes must have made the handprint when he fought with the victim over the orca. A handprint made during a struggle? I don't care what happens to me anymore. I deserve a death penalty. I'm the one who killed the captain. Please give Sasha her not guilty verdict. You accept your defeat well, I see. Let me be your guide to hell. Get on with the verdict, your baldness. It seems this unprecedented trial that began with an orca as a defendant has finally come to a close. Sasha's saved. Orla's going to be so happy. Sasha's not guilty verdict is coming. Why do I still have this strange nagging feeling? Rhymes' handprint on the victim's right wrist? Was it really the result of a deadly struggle over the orca? I can't shake the feeling. The handprint has another hidden meaning. Is the trial going to end without revealing the whole truth? Very well. The court finds the defendant Sasha Buckler. Hold it.
Hold it!
Your Honour, hold off on that verdict. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? I'd like to further explore this new evidence the prosecution just submitted. But what complaint could you have? You're about to get your not guilty verdict. I see no need to further prolong this trial, Mr. Wright. Your Honour, we still don't know the entire truth of the case. This unnatural handprint Mr. Rice left on the victim's right wrist, I don't think it was the result of a fight between the two men. Not the result of a fight? Then what do you suggest it was? Boss, what are you doing? Do you remember that evidence we found on the show stage? Evidence? What evidence? The mysterious mark might be the key to understanding the whole case. Your Honour, the defence would like to submit evidence that will expose the truth of the case. A mysterious piece of evidence that pairs with Mr. Rhymes' unnatural handprint.
Take that!
Marlon Rhymes left behind a very unusual set of fingerprints at the show stage. In what way are they unusual? They were right-hand prints on the left side of a ladder. If one were to grasp the ladder in the same way as the prints, it would look like this. It does look like the ladder's being grasped from above. Exactly, Your Honour. And the handprint on the victim's right wrist shows it was held with a powerful grip. Marlon Rhymes grasped the show stage ladder in an unnatural pose. If he was gripping the victim's wrist with this position, gripping the victim's wrist, then he must have been. It means Mr. Rhymes was actually. That's right. If we couple the unnatural handprint with mysterious fingerprints, we can see Marlon Rice was trying to save the victim's life. What? But that can't be. It's impossible. Why don't we ask Mr. Rhymes himself? Yeah, Mr. Rhymes, we want to hear the truth directly from you. I gotta hand it to you, Mr. Lawyer. You got skills. Why? Why'd you have to figure it out? Doesn't matter what happens to me anymore. I am ready to die. So is this what the defense is claiming? True? Captain, I fought around and I trained the show stage pool. Sure reading that properly. The captain found out I drained the show stage pool. He rushed into the water side of the pool, frantic to put some water in for the orcs. He slipped. Captain, give me a hand. No, Marlon, you'll fall too. Oops. No, Marlon, you'll fall too. Forgive me, Marlon. I didn't realize what deep pain you're in. But please don't blame Orla. It was nobody's fault. Not Orla's, not yours. Hey! Captain! So Jack Shipley's death was accidental. Why don't you tell us you didn't kill the victim? Because I have no rights to live anymore. I'm ready to get the death penalty. The captain died because of me. Then on top of it all, I used his body to frame Orla. I was gonna kill Orla, and she wasn't even to blame. She didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I can do now is pay for it with my life. I can't do anything. I couldn't save the captain. I couldn't avenge Azra's death. Mr. Rhymes, you have the wrong idea about Miss Summers' death. Not even the first Aura Shipley was responsible for her dying. Aura, of her own accord, was trying to save Miss Summers' life. What? What are you talking about? Azra Summers suffered from a heart condition, but she didn't tell anyone, and she performed in the pirate show anyway. She had a heart attack and died before anyone could save her. I'm sure she didn't think Aura attacked her. There's nothing to avenge. No way. A heart condition? She never said a word. Maybe she didn't want you to worry about her. So I wanted to get revenge all this time? For nothing? So neither case was murder. Not a year ago and not this time either. Your responsibility in this matter is great, but I believe you can be rehabilitated. Marlon, you better come back to Shipshape Aquarium when you're done, you hear? Orla and I and everybody will be waiting for you. You still have a lot to offer, Mr. Rhymes. Live your life and never give up, for the sake of those who are gone as well. I promise to make up for what I've done, even if it takes me whole life. Mr. Wright, Sasha. Thank you. Well, I've seen countless trials, but never one that ended like this. I don't know how, Mr. Wright, but you always seem to manage to turn things around. I think all this excitement's taken a few years off my life. Is that praise or a diss? Now then, the court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler, not guilty. Court is now adjourned.